Scary-tations. My name is Chance Kelly, and this is Video Ghoulash. I wanted to grab one more quick video while I had a little break in my schedule. I'm not really sure when I'm going to get more breaks. I can't plan, okay? So, like, basically I've set myself up to shoot whenever I get some kind of a window. It's possible this could be the last thing for the year, but I'm going to definitely try to make it not the last thing for the year. I really wanted to shoot this one. I'm a fan of Lunar Light Company. I really love the fragrances that Alexandra puts out. They're a small batch company, I believe out of Cleveland, Ohio. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. But I reviewed some of their stuff last year, some of their Halloween releases. And currently I'm filming, it's Friday. So tonight, Friday night, August 2nd at midnight, Lunar Light Company is launching their Halloween. So yeah, I'm not really sure when I'm going to get it uploaded, edited or whatever, hopefully this weekend. But Lunar Light Company, August 2nd, midnight, launches their Halloween line. I'm going to go over some of the scents that I've never gone over on this channel before. I do have a review from last year. I'm going to try to link it in. I had a little trouble with that last time, but hopefully I figured it out and there's like a link somewhere. I don't remember everything I went over last year, but I definitely know I went through Witch's Woods, which is a supernatural, gorgeous, wood-based, smoky, witchy scent. I do remember I said something that it reminded me of Suspiria, so... And it does. It still does. It reminds me of the beginning of Suspiria, where the girl's running through the woods, and, you know, the goblin, witch, 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 witch. That movie's amazing. Halloween Night, I know I reviewed. It's, man, this thing smells like a Halloween mask. Like you're breathing through a Halloween mask. Sweet, sort of latex. Kind of reminds me of a few different things, but this is in that review. And Midnight Scarecrow is also in that review. Which is a really cool hay kind of a scent. It's sweet, it's hay, it's grass, it's but there's something really creepy in it. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to try to link that review. But enough of all that. You can see that in the other video. Let's get to stuff I haven't reviewed, like Witch Shop. I think this is something that... I think a lot of these are things that are year-round. She keeps creepy stuff year-round on her site. And by the way, any candle company that does kind of spooky, creepy stuff and keeps it up year-round, thank you. Appreciate it. So, Witch Shop. Oh man, this is such a cool scent. It's so witchy. Yeah, it's smoky. There's it's rich. It's rich, it's smoky, it's kind of mysterious. It's not powdery though. It's incense. It's like deep wood, maybe. I feel like there's something pretty in here though that's rounding the edges, blunting the edges of this thing. Let's get into the notes. Witch Shop is tobacco leaf, resins, sandalwood, anise, amber, and roasted black tea leaves. And so when I'm burning this thing, right, and it filled my room, by the way, which, look, this is a 8-ounce single wick jar, and it filled my room. Let's take into account the size of the candle, and, you know, when you're talking about the throw. To fill this room up, that's a really, really good throw. But I was burning it, and I had to ask other people what they thought of it. My sister came in, she said it reminds me of one of those spice brooms they sell around Halloween, and wax lips. You know, the wax lips, the old Halloween wax lips, which is a good smell. That's an awesome smell, actually. It's not, that wasn't like a cut, that was yeah, that smells like a creepy wax lips that we used to put in our mouths during Halloween. My mom, she came in, had a sniff, was you know, taking in the ambiance of it, and really liked it, but couldn't put her finger on it. I kept smelling something that was smooth, like a tobacco, and it ends up being the tobacco leaf. the mystery thing that I couldn't figure out, because I'm smelling it and it's witchy and it's smoky and it's like wood, deep wood resin incense. I called the resin before I read the notes. I was like, this has got to have resin in it because it's deep and really rich, and it's got the spice of the deep wood. Absolutely cool. Absolutely a rad scent. But there was something that I was like, man, what is that? Is there like cocoa in this? Is it like a chocolate but with no sugar? Something that was smooth and silky, and it was the anise. The anise. And then I couldn't figure out the black tea leaves, the roasted black tea leaves. But as soon as I read it, you can't miss the roasted black tea leaves in the base. So this thing I'm in love with, and what a throw on it. I'm giving it a cemetery. Awesome throw for a single wick. Absolutely incredible. And as a creepy candle, autumnal wise, I think it deserves 2 leaves because it's creepy for any time of year, but I also kind of relate it to Halloween being witchy and all that kind of good stuff. The Halloween-centric of it, 1 jack-o'-lantern, I don't find it Halloween-centric because, again, it's creepy for any time of year. It's witchy and creepy and smoky. And chills-wise, this smells like mischief is afoot. This smells awesome. It makes my imagination run away conceptually. I think this is a really creepy, deep, rich, gorgeous scent that the more I smell it, I can't get enough of. I'm absolutely intoxicated by this thing. And I'm giving it a ghoul. You better look out, I'm having a good time in here tonight. I'm drinking apple cider donut coffee by Bones Coffee Company. And, hey Bones, you want to send me free stuff? Because I just totally shouted you out. Ooh, that's hot. But it's so good. For all the werewolves in the house, Wolf Moon, thank you for she added this in. The candles were out, but she put this in my package for free. And man, I'm glad she did. Because it's crazy good. Oh my god. The notes on Wolf Moon are pine needles, silver fir, smoky wood spice, and vanilla. Okay, so interestingly enough, Wolf Moon, as soon as you smell it, it's sweet. It's really sweet. It's got this really beautiful, beautiful vanilla. And ladies and gentlemen, I am not your vanilla guy. I'm not the guy that's like searching for great vanilla. And that is one of the best vanillas I've ever smelled. But it's probably because it's mixing with the pine needles, so you've got the bitter, woodsy, again, it's resinous. Like pine needles are such a bitter and sharp at the same time, deep wood green scent. And you've got the silver fir, so you've got this gorgeous pine in there. And let me tell you something, this doesn't smell like Christmas at all. This smells like you're in a deep pine wood, probably in winter. The smoky wood spice, so it's got this hit of a little smoky, but smoky like fluffy, foggy, dense, misty kind of smoke. But the vanilla is haunting this whole situation. Conceptually, strangely enough, I think about looking at the moon when I'm smelling that beautiful vanilla and smoky, foggy essence, wood spice essence, and the pine is just gorgeous. This thing is really, really awesome. Absolutely awesome. I haven't melted it yet. I can't tell you a throw. But it's pretty dang strong smelling. So I imagine it's gonna throw really well. Autumnal? Nah, I mean, you could give it 1. You could give it 1 leaf. Pines are around all year. But is it autumnal? No, it's winter. I think it's winter. But I would also do this any time of year. Any time of year. It's such a gorgeous scent. Halloween centric? It's not. It's not Halloween centric. It's like again, it's winter, werewolf moon winter, you know. And chills wise, yeah, there's, I don't know, oddly enough, it doesn't sound scary, right? It doesn't sound creepy at all, but it has an essence of that, and it has a strong essence of that. 3 chills. It's cold, sweet, beautiful, fluffy, piney, in not a Christmas way at all. Wolf moon. Excellent. Pardon me. Can we talk about Old Cemetery? We're gonna, because obviously. Old Cemetery. It's dirt. You're gonna get a moist dirt, like a freshly dug grave. It's got a kind of, it's got a sweet element. I'm thinking it's grassy. It's not necessarily green like a green leaf, although you could say, I mean, maybe just slightly. Grassy dirt. It is like a freshly dug grave. So Old Cemetery. The notes are wet stone, rain, moss, leaves, vetiver, and grass. You know, every one of those notes I love. I'm a fan of. This is really, what's the word I'm looking for? It's earth. I mean, it's earthy. Wet stone, man, that's awesome. Like, you know, like a headstone. Fantastic. This thing is really, really rad. If you like dirt scents, so it's a lot prettier than something like Dungeon by Kringle. It's dressed up, you know, because it's got that gorgeous, what is that? What's that pretty scent I'm smelling? It's the vetiver. Yeah, it's the vetiver, and it's mossy. So like moss, think about the moss on a headstone, right? I love moss, man. Moss is such a cool note. This thing is blended though to perfection. I get the leaves. I mean, it sets me right there. Again, Lunar Light is just rad at conceptually bringing you to a place. And I absolutely love that. That's why I had to do this video. That's why I had to do this. Throw-wise, so I've burned this a couple times. Throw is pretty solid. I'm going to give it a mausoleum. Autumnal-wise, it's a fall-winter thing for me because it feels cold. You could even say like spring as well. So autumnal-wise, yeah, you know, I'll give it a 1 because it's, you know, of course it can be autumnal, but it can be winter, it can be spring. It's you're in a graveyard and you feel kind of cold though. Halloween centric. No, man, it's a graveyard. It's a graveyard scent with those beautiful leaves and those wet stone and moss. Chills wise though, this is a horror candle. There is absolutely no question. Chills wise, this sucker's getting 4 chills. This is an awesome dirt scent. And to finish it off, Autumn in the Graveyard. This is one of those ones that it's hard to describe. This is one of those X Factor candles. The alchemy and chemistry and melding of this creates something that I'm in love with, that's extremely autumnal and creepy, and this is one of those things that can sponsor the season, right, of Halloween and fall. I can talk about the notes. I'm going to talk about the notes, I'm going to talk about what it smells like, but it's the culmination of the thing that is such a vibe. It's such a mood. It gives you autumn leaves, a really pretty autumn leaf scent, reminds me somewhat of a Crunchy Leaves or Rustic Leaves by Goose Creek, one of the best leaves, autumn leaves candles there is. But there's dirt. There's dirt and there's supernatural magic. It's hard not to let the imagination run. Conceptually, I feel like it's sunset, deep fall, October, Halloween night. I'm in a graveyard. The beauty of those autumn leaves is all around me. There's something smooth and really, really pretty in here. Let's get into the actual machinations of this thing. Smoked woods, spicy cloves, pine needles, herbs, earthy sage, moss, and autumn leaves. And I can smell, it's like moss on the headstones. Smoked woods, it is. It's got a kind of a smoky essence lingering around. It's haunting. The cloves, the herbs, the sage, they're back in the mix. I might be able to pick them out, but it's a concoction. It's a collaboration of all of these things that creates magic. There's definitely a pine in there. You can smell that pine. But again, this sets me right into fall. This is really special. This is a ghoul. This could sponsor the season along with a few other things. Autumnal-wise, yeah. You're getting 5 leaves for that. Halloween-centric. It reminds me of all the stories about going to a graveyard on a Halloween night. So yeah, 5 jack-o'-lanterns, chills-wise, there's just something scary about it. There's something nostalgic about it that reminds you of the fun fear of being a kid on a Halloween. I'm giving it 4 chills. This is a spectacular candle. This is a run out and get it. And I do believe that she offers this year round as she makes them. She's small batch, so she, may run out of things and bring them back. But I think this is one that she likes to keep year round. And wow, how lucky are we that this is around any time of year. But I really think you should pick this up when you go on their site and start looking around for Halloween. Grab Autumn in the Graveyard. You're not going to be disappointed. Really hoping this isn't the last review I can do for the season. It's possible, like I said. However, I 100% will be back doing a live with Virgil. We've got a Kringle on the way. We're going to do a live unboxing and first impression video. More on that to come. We're not sure when that's going to happen. Obviously, we got to get our stuff right. But at any rate, you better keep it creepy.